Alright, hey guys. So,
To somehow get around the algorithm of insanity. But, so sorry about all of this. It's just, it keeps cutting out. And then the voice wasn't going along with the actual video. I don't know what was going on with that because the video's already made. Anyway, but even though I'm not like live, please continue to comment and comment below those things and hit the thumbs up because all of those things help to push the video and makes YouTube say, oh, people want to watch this. Even if you don't like it, whatever. President Maduro shared. It's just absolutely so beautiful. I hope to be able to go there one day. I would love to be able to report from there, but it's hard to do that when you're not working for shady folks. And if you haven't seen my video that has this thumbnail on it, this will make you really understand why I'm so passionate about Venezuela. And while I'm here, this is one of his quotes. I can tell you that I never aspired to be president. If y'all don't know, he was literally a bus driver, a city bus driver. I always honor something that Commander Chavez told us, that while we were in these posts, we must be clothed in humility, and understand that we are here to protect the man and the woman on the streets. And he has done that. I honestly don't understand how anybody, especially people that have a heart, especially Christians, can deny these things, can deny that these things are actually going on. This is what happens when we go and give humanitarian aid and free these countries. We've got Iraq, Libya, Yemen, Syria. I don't understand. I hereby accuse North America Empire of being the biggest menace on our planet. That's essentially a fact. And whenever I say America, and like when he said it, it's DC. It's not us. Oh, if you don't remember this bridge, so this is the one I was just talking about. This is what they reported as being closed down so they couldn't get humanitarian aid. I mean, all the stations were reporting it. Let's check. 2017. The bridge was never open. But it doesn't matter. They will push whatever they want to get you to believe this crap. I know I'm just kind of going off and as a Christian, I don't know how you call for the assassination of anyone, let alone of the duly elected president of the only sovereign Christian nation still standing without a Rothschild bank. You see what's going on here? Okay, now on to what our senators are cooking up down in Colombia. Let's look at that and let's just rip that apart, okay? Let's rip up, let's rip up what the BS is going on down there. Okay, so on Colombia reports, Ivan Duque meets with U.S. delegation. U.S. congressmen visit Colombia to talk Venezuela, drugs, and trade. First, before I get into this article, I'm going to leave the link in the pinned comments because if I leave the link in the description, they don't like that. I want y'all to look at this. I'm not even going to read this out loud. because when I did talk about this, my video got struck or whatever. You see that? These are the trending stories in this country that we're best friends with. Got it? All right, let's move on to this. Okay, so 10 United States congressmen traveled to Colombia on Wednesday to meet with President Ivan Duque to discuss counter-narcotics efforts and business, but primarily Venezuela, of course. The followed clashes, I guess that means they followed, I don't know, but between Colombian President and U.S. President Trump, who criticized an alleged increase in drug exports under Duque, saying that he has done nothing for us. Yeah. The Commission of Lawmakers took a more diplomatic approach and stressed the decades of relation building that made Colombia one of the United States' staunchest allies in the region. Yeah. I mean, goodness gracious. Anyway, let's get on to the good stuff. So, yeah, the efforts to fight the drug trade. Right. Yeah, sure. So, drugs. The congressman expressed support for government's forced eradication of coca. Okay, I'm not going to get in with all that. Y'all can read that. This is what I want to get into. Venezuela. The congressman pledged over $200 million to assist Colombia with a crisis called by mass migration from neighboring Venezuela, which is suffering its biggest humanitarian crisis since the 1980s. Remember the chart I just showed y'all? Yeah. Okay, so they say 1 million. Oh, over here, it's going to say, according to international organizations of migrants, more than 3 million Venezuelans have fled their country. More than 1 million of them are estimated to be in Colombia. Oh, really? Well, what about the 6 million Colombians that went to Venezuela? Oh, let's not talk about that, right? So I'll let y'all read the rest. I mean, this is just, they're just finding any reason to, my gosh. So the American congressman will travel to the border with Venezuela on Thursday to see with their own eyes how bad the crisis is. What kind of craziness is this? That we are, what? I don't know. That we are giving them money, giving Colombia money to take care of the Venezuelan people. But yet we're going to build a border. Yeah, let's look at that. New Mexico militia. U.S. Mexico border militia detains migrants at gunpoint. Whatever. Oh, this is the one. No authority. New Mexico governor tells militia to stop arresting migrants at the border. What? What? New Mexico Governor Michelle Wing Grisham, whatever. Wow. Lashed out at the members of the militia group who are stopping migrants at the border, declaring regular citizens have no authority to arrest or detain anyone. Really? I think we do. It's called a citizen's arrest. And yeah, that's what the 10th Amendment's for. That's what our Second Amendment technically is for. It is for us to keep and bear arms for a militia. For us to become, be a militia when the federal government oversteps their bounds, which they have done. So the letter said that on Tuesday, members of the group arrested nearly 300 people near Sunland Park, New Mexico. The ACLU posted excerpts of the letter on the website with a video that appeared to have made by one of the militia members. According to Reuters, the group made up mainly of veterans. Okay, meaning that they are trained to do this. This is what militias are for. The Border Patrol can't handle the influx, so they're helping. Where's the crime? Where's the problem? This is how it should be. There shouldn't be a wall. I'm gonna be real. What's the point? There's freaking ladders, y'all. There's ladders. But if they knew that at any point to cross into our country, that they would very likely be met with force, and I'm not saying deadly force, but the possibility of it at any point. See, right now, they know where they can get through because, there's one Border Patrol person for, 100 miles or something. So they have all these spots they can just sneak in. But if they started to realize, holy crap, at any point in time, I could probably run into the militia of New Mexico, of California, of Texas, of Arizona. Maybe I shouldn't be going there. That is logic. That's logic. Because otherwise they're just going to get a ladder. That's what they're going to do. So, obviously, is she a Democrat? Who is this lady? Let me see. Why doesn't it say? Blah, 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 blah. What does it keep? Oh, yep, she's a Democrat. Got it. Got 'em. That makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. But, honestly, we know they're all essentially working together. But the thing is, focusing on states' rights. See, if they don't want her, vote her out. Sweet, vote her out. And that's the thing. We don't have to wait for Congress to do this or whatever. We have a state Congress. We have a state Supreme Court. We have all of these things in place, y'all. That is why our founding fathers put all of these things in place. So, the Second Amendment is for a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. A free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Okay? Y'all understand that now? It really isn't just to, do whatever you want with. But this is how we fight for our Second Amendment and everything else. Fight for our 10th Amendment. We cannot, I know I've said this in so many videos, we cannot, second, it was ratified to preserve slavery? What? Shut up. We cannot work from the top down. I'm already seeing people talking about the 2020 elections and who's going to win, and who cares, y'all? Seriously, who cares? They are all bought and paid for by a pseudo-state that I'm not going to mention, okay? And not just them, they just all are bought by the lobbyist. But by working small, working from the ground up, exactly, we have the power. Well, the rest of it anyway. Seriously, this is what every single person should be fighting for. Because it's a whole lot easier to change a state rule or state law or whatever, state taxes, state this, state everything, than it is to get Congress to do just about anything. Okay? Okay, I know I'm getting a little... Okay, just wanted to... Okay, back to the video. Alright, thanks guys. Like, share, and subscribe. And also, I'm going to put I have a playlist of my Venezuela PSYOP videos. And I'm going to put that at the end. It's going to be in the little box. Also, I am being extremely censored. I'm going to show you right here. Right here. This is my Social Blade. So, you see where it's all the zeros? Yeah. See, and I really don't like the infighting, as people call it, and all of that. But this is different than infighting. There are channels that legitimately every single day are telling their audiences that they are being demonetized, shadow banned, censored and all of these things, y'all go to this Social Blade website. It's not 100% accurate, but it's very, very accurate. What I do is, and from what most YouTubers have also said, is you can be pretty accurate by splitting it. So, like, if one says, instead of zeros right here, or all of these yellow things, right here, these mean that the video is shadow banned, demonetized, and essentially people can't, it's not going to come up in recommendations. So even if it's not, obviously this isn't just about the money. Obviously I make $0 a lot of the time, but the point is, what's the point of even doing it if I can't even get the truth out to people? It'd be one thing to just be demonetized. That's something that it's like, okay, well, it is what it is. But my thing is, I can't even get the truth out there. I can't get the information out there for people to see because it doesn't show up. Whenever you get demonetized, it gets automatically shadow banned. And that's where the problem is with me. What's the point of making all these videos and doing all this research to try to prevent more flag-draped coffins arriving at Dover Airport every single day because we're going to attack another country? That's my main thing about this. So anyway, what I was getting at is, obviously my PayPal link is in the description, but even if you don't have the money to, support my channel or whatever, just by clicking on the recommendation, I also have a recommended playlist, and all of those are my monetized videos. So if you go through those and just let it play in the background, if you've already watched them, that's cool. Just let it play in the background. Click on some ads, just to do that, just to help, support my channel, support my work in some fashion. I'm actually, me and a few other ladies are looking into actually just go ahead and making our own website, and that way we can kind of do things over there, because they're not even monetized and they're being shadow banned like hardcore. I don't get their notifications, and like most of y'all don't get my notifications. I know I'm rambling on and on, but the things that I put out are very serious to what's going on right at this moment, that's going to affect us deeply, extremely. Right now, Russia has sent anti-nuclear subs, oh gosh, I'm so sorry, anti-sub ships to go to Venezuela. Why would they be doing that? That's because they know that we're ramping up and we're trying to do something. And I know we are. Y'all know I've been talking about this for a long time. And they've tried every coup attempt that's in their little playbook, and none of them have worked. Why? Because the Venezuelan people are united to save their country. And for those that still don't understand all of this, what's going on in Venezuela, please click on my Venezuela playlist. Actually, I'm going to put it right here. This card right here, that's my Venezuela playlist. Okay? And actually, unbiasedly look at this and say, why would we care so much? Why are we screwing with them so much? Well, the obvious reasons are. But the thing is, why are you not saying something about it? If you truly consider yourself a patriot or all of these things, why are you not standing up for us not to go into another war? You know, they stopped showing the pictures of the caskets coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan and all of that stuff. And then Obama lifted that, which essentially did nothing. They still don't really show it. That they learned that from Vietnam. They learned that showing all of the caskets coming back from these countries made people say, whoa, what is going on? All of our sons and daughters, let's be real, 99% of the ones that get killed are men. So don't get offended if I say sons. All of our, virile, what I would consider alpha males that would be very good to have in our country are getting killed off. And we're going to be left with what? I hate to put it like that, but it's essentially the truth. Okay, I've rambled on enough, but the lies are just out of control. I don't understand why people even turn on the mainstream media. I don't understand why they even turn on their TVs, and how people can say that they're doing something, like they support all of these things when most people are just scared and sitting around not doing anything because they don't want to share the stuff on social media, because they don't want to, I don't want to look like a socialist or whatever. It's so much bigger than that, y'all. So much bigger. But y'all have a wonderful day. I will be back later with some pretty big information that I'm not even going to talk about right now, because it could be extremely bad for certain people. But I don't know, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That's pretty much what it is. But thank you so much to all of my subscribers and people that watch and support me. Y'all don't know everything. It really does mean a lot to me. It really does. Otherwise, I wouldn't continue putting myself through this, I guess. So, y'all have a wonderful day.